Hello all, welcome to the review of Hyperrider tire huggers for Triumph Scrambler 400X. If you are watching this video, it should mean you have brought home a wonderful all-rounder machine, not the TVS, the Triumph Scrambler 400X. In YouTube, you might have seen 1,000 videos before buying this bike, and you might seen content creators nitpicking issues with the bike, like mostly small console, the dim headlights, and what to say, the stalling issue. Personally, I've ridden this vehicle for around 1,000 kilometers, and I have never seen the stalling issue with this one. Maybe it's because of the recent software patch which we might have heard about. Anyway, one negative which most of the content creators don't point out is the mud bathing. Okay, let me say it's mud bathing, not mud splashing, and it's all due to this tire setup and the tall seat height. Okay, from what I have heard, it's not significant on the Speed 400. Just imagine a fine day, you are going to your office on a 20-30 kilometer ride on highway after washing the bike, and by the time you reach the office, most of your colleagues will be telling you, I heard you have bought a new Triumph and at least wash it a month. That's how dirty it will be. If you are cruising at 60 to 70 kilometer or more, like I did, the mud will most probably hit the pillion and mostly significantly up to your shoulders. Without a pillion, I have seen mud spots in my jacket up to my neck. So it's all due to three factors. Let me point out. The first one is the tire design. You can see the design on the tire is somewhat deep. Okay, and in the Speed it's different. This is somewhat the off-roading tire, and due to this design, the mud is kept thrown to the top, mainly up to the seat. Okay, you can see the bike is dirty, and my first service is due, and during the service I'm planning to get this tire hugger fixed. And the second thing is the seat height. There is significant gap, so obviously there is room for the mud to go to the top. Okay, I have never seen this on my here, the TVS Apache RTR, and here you can see that the difference in height, the gap is not that much. And also there is the third factor, a tire hugger present in this one and not on the Triumph Scrambler. So obviously to fix this issue, there are three solutions. You have to change the tire, which we will do later, but not now, by the time it has run out. And the second thing you can do is you have to adjust the suspension and adjust the seat height. Okay, that is probably going to mess with the function of the vehicle, so we are not going to do that. And the third thing we can do is fix a tire hugger. Okay, that's why we are here, to find the best tire hugger for Triumph Scrambler 400X. So I have been through the internet searching a lot of videos, and for on Instagram, finding the best tire hugger which I can fit for this. Most probably I will be sitting with my wife as pillion, and she will be mostly covered with mud, so I had to get the tire hugger. So if you are a family person like me and mostly will have pillion, also we can say the pillion is a must. If you want to keep your body clean, you should have a pillion with you. Okay, they will cover most of the mud. Okay, in case you don't have a pillion, or if you have a pillion and you like the pillion, you should get a tire hugger. Okay, the tire hugger which I bought, which I found the best suiting, is from Hyperrider. So while looking for the tire hugger, there were three main factors. Okay, the first one is it should be strong. Okay, it should be strong. There are a lot of aftermarket tire huggers available, and most of them will have some issue with strength. They are so flimsy that they will break in 1 or 2 days. Okay, especially if you are off-roading the vehicle. And the next thing is you should have proper coverage. Okay, we can see on the usually stock tire huggers that they have good coverage of the top portion, so that the mud won't splash. The aftermarket ones don't have that much coverage. Okay, usually they are just for a show, we can say. Okay, next the last thing, the third thing would be it should fit perfectly. Okay, you should have a connection here. Okay, uh, we can fix aftermarket ones. We can see in this thing that the portion, okay, this portion is somewhat recessed going inside, so fitting the aftermarket one would be a little bit difficult. Okay, I don't know if I might have to remove the saree guard while fixing this tire hugger. Anyway, the fourth thing should be it should not ruin the look. Okay, the main thing, it's a beautiful machine, and the main thing is its curvy body. While looking at the tire hugger, you can see most one will be having pointed edges, and this is not the bike to fit a pointy tire hugger. Okay, and after a great lot of searches, I found the perfect tire hugger. That would be the one from Hyperrider. Okay, this is the packaging, and we can see it's well packed. They were bubble wrapped, and we can see it's written handle with care, and such things are written. Okay, it's fragile, so they have handled it also properly. I ordered it from the Hyperrider website, and within 5 days, I'm from Kerala, and I got it delivered. So I can say the parts are also it was well packed. I just removed it. So this one is heavy. Okay, it's strong. You can just hold it and tell how strong it will be. So this is the mud flap. Okay, and it's also well packed. Okay, I will be removing this and showing you how it looks. Okay guys, here it is. I have, after much of a hassle, I have removed the bubble wrap, and we can see it's of very good plastic. A Hyperrider sticker is here. I will peel it off later, and a marking is here. It will not mess with the look of the Triumph, and the shape, you can see it's somewhat well fitting, and they have added 2 brackets. The finish is really good. The texture is really good actually, and it will very well match with the styling of the vehicle, and it will probably fit very good. I will check it after fitting. And here is the metal rod connecting the tire hugger, and we can see it's very strong, heavy, and it's rigid, so it will the mud flap won't fall off. And I'll be fitting this, and I will showing you. So the next thing we will have to check is how good the connection is. Okay, this one, I'm pretty sure the bolts are given. Okay, bolts are also given. I will check this with the vehicle, and you can see, I don't know which side this is supposed to go in. Okay, it will have an extension like this, and it's almost like a perfect fit, and this will probably go on the other side, and we can have a look after the fitting, which I will do on the first service. And let me do it. Okay, we'll check after the fitting. So as you can see here, I have done the first service and have fitted the tire hugger from the Triumph service center itself, and it just looks beautiful. The look may be subjective, but I can say it just looks stock. Talked about in this is the cost. So the total 1939 rupees and 500 rupees plus tax 60 rupees. In total, the cost should be around. For a comparison, I have added before and after photos of the bike, so you can tell which one looks better. Now the last question is how it performs. So this is the first impression. I have ridden through a lot of muddy roads, and I can tell there is no mud thrown towards the pillion or the rider. The suspension and the chain gets a little splash, but that's it. Okay, that too has reduced considerably. So one thing you should keep in mind is that in order to connect this or any tire hugger, you will have to of course remove the saree guard. The saree guard weighs 1.5 kilos, and removing that might increase the mileage and performance. So anyway, here you can see that the fitments is also perfect and hassle free, as it is designed for the bike. The service person did comment that the tire huggers which other customers bought, like the aftermarket ones, did mess with the chain adjustment, but this one has a direct connection, so it does not interfere with the chain adjustment. Even though the tire sizes of Speed 400 and Scrambler 400 are different, it is noted in the website that this tire hugger is common for both the Speed and the Scrambler. So it's a thumbs up from my side to the Hyperrider tire hugger. And if you want to purchase the product, I will be adding a link to the Hyperrider website in the description. So enjoy the machine, guys. Have a nice day.